What is the difference between a housekeeper and a cleaner? Well, as the title suggests, a cleaner is responsible for focusing on proper hardcore cleaning jobs, and then the housekeeper is responsible for that probably, but also on top of that making sure the logistics of the home work really well and very smoothly, and that involves another 20 things that could be part of the housekeeping role. Something you'd want to check out with your client, what bits they do and do want you to cover. But if you cover these 20 points that I'm just going to run through with you, you're going to pretty much cover most things. So this is a good first stab guide. Number one, you might be responsible for the flower arranging. One of my favourite jobs. It's so beautiful. I love to arrange flowers. Find out what colours your client likes, the sort of themes of flowers, maybe the time of year they might change, but always cut, the flower stems like diagonally down, and I like to lay my flower stems out and then one by one put them into the flower pot and the vase to make it, look really beautiful. Be creative, enjoy it. Number two, watering plants. So many people get so upset about the fact their plants die, but if you get to know your plant, there's so much help on the internet. Get to know your plant and make sure you water them, regularly and the right sort of amounts. That can be a big win for your client. Another thing that can be really annoying when you're in your own home, when light bulbs go and you're just sitting down, you're relaxing at the end of your day, you put your feet up, you just turn on your little side light and bang, the light bulb doesn't work. Really annoying. So as part of the housekeeper's role, do check your light bulbs regularly. Number four is you probably be responsible for washing up or unloading the dishwasher and keeping on top of that. Good fun. That makes the kitchen look lovely and clear most of the time if you can keep on top of it. Number five is Arga and oven cleaning. Now, really don't let the oven get dirty beyond dirt. I love to get my ovens, my Argas up to scratch and then maintain it daily, weekly, and it's so easy to keep on top of if you do keep on top of it. So just do that. It makes such a difference. Pantry organising. Yeah, this is a good one. What fun. I love a pantry. Literally just put all the different flour in one place, all the different cake making things in another place, all your sauces, condiments in another. Just organise it. Such fun and makes a huge difference to your client being able to find what they need when they need it. Number 7 is out-of-date food. I like to keep on top of this in a pantry, also in a fridge and also in a freezer. Do a monthly check or maybe even weekly if your clients use a lot of fresh food. I have one client that where we can feed all the out-of-date food to their pigs, which is great fun. So it's not wasted, but otherwise you can always put it in the food waste bin and get that recycled. Fridge and freezer management. Sorry, can't get my words out. That requires, putting the right, like dairy in one section, meats in another, vegetables in another. Really keep on top of that, and it will help you keep an idea of what is and isn't out of date as well. And I like to write a little note to my client if something's about to go out of date. I say, just to let you know this is going to go out of date, maybe you'd like to organise a dinner around that or use your ingredients over the next few days with these. It's great reducing waste. Also, you could be responsible for recycling. This is something that most people and rubbish. It's the bane of people's lives, recycling and rubbish. So keep on top of that. If you're in daily, just do keep on top of it daily. It'll make things so much easier when it comes to, pick up day from the council. Keeping cupboards organised inside, yes, I love this one. It's so fun to do, and it's lovely to keep everything in the right order. I also have all my cups, with the handles facing the same way, the forks all facing the same way. Just organise things into rows. It doesn't take much, but when you do it, it just gives you such a sense of satisfaction. Arranging food deliveries might be something that you're responsible for, even maybe making the orders. Once you get to know your client and their routines and the foods they like, you can sort of put forward, this is the order, this is the online order, would you like to check it, and maybe make any amendments that you'd like. That would be such added value if you can do that. Post. Yes, I like to organise post when it arrives, and I separate it out by family member or friend member, and I put all what I think is junk in one pile for them to decide if it is their junk. And then you have the different, like the sons, the daughters post, and it's all nicely organised and they can easily see what's for them. Wardrobe organising, this is such an important aspect, like all the shirts together, all facing the same way, all the trousers hanging the same way, t-shirts folded up beautifully, there's the underwear in one drawer nicely organised. Just keep on top of wardrobes as much as you can, because it does give the wow factor to the client when it's all beautifully organised. Washing and ironing is probably a housekeeping role as well. So you would do the washes. Be careful about, if there's a cashmere jumper, you don't want to put that in a 40-degree wash with the other wool. Don't. It will destroy it. It will, damage it, and they're so expensive. So look at the labels before you put things in the wash. Turn them the right way round. Just make life easy and make sure that you put the right detergents in there. That's a really good idea. Changing beds. Yeah, this is my favourite. I love making beds inviting and sumptuous. You can layer your bedding, which I'll do some blogs soon on bedding, but in the meantime, just make the beds really, really sharp and straight, and but you can do the layering with the cushions and the scatter cushions, and maybe a throw would be lovely. Number 16 is about ordering and making sure that essential household items are in stock, such as washing up liquid, dishwasher tablets, hand soap, bin bags. There's nothing worse than not having what you need when you need it when you're as a housekeeper. You might need to have cleaning products in stock. Just keep on top of those things, because they can really nip you in the neck if you don't have what you need when you need it. The next thing is that your client may have pets. Might they need dog walking if they have a little dog or a large dog? They might need cat litter trays changing. That's an important one to check. I have one client that has reptiles as well, and the lights need to be turned on and off in the day. So make sure you understand what pets they have, or maybe even fish that may need feeding as well. Now, number 18 is the car valeting. Maybe your client's cars, they might want you to just clear out the car of rubbish, cups, tissues, whatever, or they might have a special company that will come and, just clean it for you. But keep on top of that. And pharmacy collections. Yes, your clients may need medications collected on a certain day and of a certain month, and you can help them, diarise those orders. And finally, you might need to keep on top of house repairs, like maybe or maintenance issues, such as does the chimney needs to be swept annually, and make sure that actually happens. You have the chimney sweep over, or it might be outside windows need cleaning, or It might be repairs in the home, a door hinge may have come off or whatever, but it's being understanding and responsible. Or you might need to manage the gardener and maybe the lawn being mowed or pruning of the trees. So there's so much involved in being a housekeeper, and it's so satisfying because if you can remember at the end of the day, if you handle those things, it just makes your client's life so easy.